Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am the first presenter in this video and I'll be talking about the MFRS 8 operating segment. So, what is MFRS 8 operating segments? It is all about making sure companies share details about different parts of their businesses. Each part, called an operating segment, does their own thing. So, like making money and spending it. So, the leaders of the company, which is known as Chief Operating Decision Makers (CODM), keep an eye on these segments on how they are doing. So, for each segment to be important enough to report, they have to hit certain thresholds, certain numbers, like making up at least 10% of the revenue, profit or loss, or assets. Companies have to disclose or have to share their info about the segment's profit or loss, assets or liabilities, and matching this up all with the overall financial statements. So this way, people can get a clear picture of how different each parts of the company are performing and where they are operating. Now, I'll be talking about the company's background a bit. So, Drb-Hicom is one of the nation's largest and most diverse conglomerates where their key businesses are in various segments. So, these two are one of the leaders of the Drb-Hicom, and the leaders, which is called the Chief Operating Decision Makers. CODM is more like a function rather than a position or a title. So this functions to allocate resources and assesses the performance of the operating segments of the company. So both of these men are one of the leaders, one of the CODMs. So Tan Sri Syed Faisal Albar Syed Ali Reza Albar is the group managing director of the Drb-Hicom, while Azri Zaharuddin is the Group Chief Operating Officer, Properties, Corporate Planning and Strategy of the Drb-Hicom.
Let me continue for the question 3 in part A. There are two types of segmental report used in financial reporting in the Drb-Hicom company, which are business segment and geographical segment. A business segment can be defined as a subsection of a company overall operation in which there is an established separate product line. The Drb-Hicom Malaysia is a diversified conglomerate with several business segments which are automotive, aerospace and defense, postal, banking, services, property and investment holding. The Drb-Hicom also uses geographical segment reporting. Geographical segment is a marketing strategy that involves dividing customers into groups based on geographic characteristics. This aids stakeholders in comprehending how the business performs in various marketplaces. For instance, the Drb-Hicom separately declares its income from Malaysia and other countries. As you can see here are the snippet of business segment and geographical segment. Inside, how we identify reportable segment. Operating segment are only required to be reportable if they exceed quantitative threshold of 10%. 10% threshold can be tested using revenue, profit or asset test. For this assignment, our group used revenue test to calculate the 10% threshold based on the Drb-Hicom financial report as at 30 September 2024. Here, we can see that only two sectors that exceed the 10% threshold, which are automotive and banking. So we can consider automotive and banking has a reportable segment, meanwhile the other 5 sectors are considered to be a non-reportable segment. After determining the reportable segment, we should ensure that the total external revenue attributable to those reportable segments is at least 75% of the Drb-Hicom total external revenue. When the 75% threshold is not met, additional reportable segments should be identified even if they do not meet the 10% threshold until at least 75% of the Drb-Hicom total external revenue is included in its reportable segment. Here we can see that both automotive and banking is exceeding the 75% threshold by 82.19%. Since it fulfilled the 75% threshold, no other segment need to be recognized or to be added in the segment reporting.
Okay, next, MFRS 8 requires companies like Drb-Hicom Berhad to provide segmental reporting to help financial statement users understand the nature and financial effects of its diverse business activities across different economic environments. Here are the two key benefits of segmental reporting for users with references to Drb-Hicom's Berhad. Okay, the first key benefits of segmental reporting is enhanced transparency and decision making. Segmental reporting allows users to see the financial performance of each business segment separately. This transparency helps investors, analysts and other stakeholders to understand the sources of revenue and profit as well as the risks and opportunities associated with each segment. For example, in the segmental report from Drb-Hicom Berhad, users can see the automotive segment generate the highest amount of external revenue and segment profit, while the postal segment incurred a segment loss. This information helps users make informed decisions about investing in or lending to the company. Okay, the second key benefit is performance evaluation and resource allocation. Segmental reporting enables management and stakeholders to evaluate the performance of each business segment independently. This evaluation helps identify underperforming segments that may require strategic change or additional resources, as well as successful segments that may benefit from further investment. As we can see in the Drb-Hicom Berhad report, the banking segment shows a significant segment profit, indicating strong performance, while the postal segment loss suggests a need for strategic review. This details performance evaluation aids in efficient resource allocation and strategic planning. So, here is a snippet from the segmental report of Drb-Hicom Berhad for the financial period ended 30 September 2024.
Okay, so Bursa Malaysia requires publicly traded companies to publish interim financial reports. These reports cover periods shorter than a full financial year. They can be issued semi-annually, quarterly or bi-monthly, depending on the company's reporting requirements.
So, MFRS 134 requires companies to provide financial updates, usually quarterly or half-yearly, so that stakeholders have to have an up-to-date information about the company's financial performance. So, this actually helps investors and other stakeholders make informed decisions based on the company's performance during the year. So, the standard must make sure these interim reports contain key financial details like income statement, balance sheet and cash flow, because actually it is similar to financial report but less detailed compared to financial report.
First, maintaining a diversified market portfolio. This involves holding a variety of investment to spread risk. For example, an adaptation to market fluctuation or economic downturns like during financial crisis and COVID-19 pandemics. Drb-Hicom is prominent in various sectors, including the national automotive industry. It also owns notable companies like Proton, Post, Malaysia and Bank Muamalat, also involved in property, aerospace, defense and services. This diversification helps the group stay resilient and stand out in the market. Second, achieving strong financial standing through business expansion. Drb-Hicom has shown strong financial growth through strategic expansion. In 2023, the group recorded increase in revenue from previous year. The group's market capitalization reached 2.69 billion by the end of December 2023, while maintaining a favorable dividend payout policy. A major contributor to this growth is the automotive sector, which also achieved increase in revenue compared to 2022. This success is due to the group's comprehensive involvement in the automotive value chain from design to retail, enhancing its market presence and financial stability.
In Malaysia, companies listed on Bursa Malaysia are required to submit interim report to provide stakeholders with timely updates on their financial performance. These interim reports are typically for a short period than the full annual report and are used to disclose information on the company's performance, finance position, and also the other developments. There are three types of interim report, which consists of semi-annually, monthly, and also quarterly. So let's move forward for the first one, which is statement of financial position. So for the current interim report is as at 31st December 2023, while the comparative report is as at 31st December 2022. So this is the condensed consolidated statement of financial position for Drb-Hicom. So let's move forward for the condensed consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. So for the third month's ending, current interim report is from October to December 2023, while the comparative report is from October to December 2022. While the 12-month ending for the current interim report, which is from October to December 2023, while the comparative report for the 12 months ended from January to December 2022. So the table shown about the condensed consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income.